What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, okay, making their debut on the channel tonight, we have Dead Poet Society. Yes, indeed, how about that? Dead Poet Society making their debut on the channel.
Oh, Captain, my Captain!
No, you're actually misunderstanding.
Oh, Captain, my Captain!
Well, if it works for you, I guess.
Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-bobbity bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Star G, and this is actually one of Star G's 3 prioritized requests for the month of January for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So here you go, Star G. I hope you enjoy the show. Star G wanted to see me react to this. It is Dead Poet Society featuring The Warning. Okay, I see the tie-in there, with a tune entitled Hurt. Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard this song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by Dead Poet Society, okay? And the video has 3.7 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Dead Poet Society, Hurt, featuring The Warning. Just like it says up here. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
You need to get out of your head. You're killing yourself again. You better get what you want. You only get one shot. You light yourself on fire. You know you aren't going any higher. This is what you want, but why? You could have been just fine. Are you inside? How you did? dealing with your money situation. You'll be running, you'll be running, you'll be. Are you insane? How you dealing with your money situation? You'll be running, you'll be running, you'll be. Are you insane? Look at how you're living and see what you really wanted, what you really wanted. You've been waiting on a miracle and you gotta let it go. Tired and afraid, the reality of getting old. It's our legacy and you will never make it out, no. Why the hell would you hurt yourself for this? Why the hell would you hurt yourself for this? Are you insane? How you dealing with your money situation? You'll be running for the rest of your life. You can take this anywhere you want. Tell me, why the hell would you hurt yourself for this? Why the hell would you hurt yourself for this? Why the hell would you hurt yourself for this? You threw it all away.
Drummer was doing some off-keter stuff with his kick on those last 8 measures. I like that. That was cool. Lock in with the guitar and bass, you'll be fine. Yeah, it won't throw you off at all. But if you try to lock in with the drummer, you could be in for a rough time. But I like it. I like what they did. It definitely freshened things up a little bit. I got a lot to say. I have a lot to say. I'm going to do my best to condense it down as much as I can. But I make no promises. And we just might find ourselves going on a rant here. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to end up on a rant. I think we might, though. So you all better brace yourselves. Okay, so let me get my thoughts together. Let me try to condense everything down as much as I possibly can. And I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Dead Poet Society featuring. It says the warrant. We're gonna talk about that. I promise you. But according to the title, Dead Poet Society featuring The Warning with a tune called Hurt. This was a request from Star G. And this was actually one of Star G's 3 prioritized requests for the month of January for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, Star G. Hope you enjoyed the show. All right. There's a lot to say. There is a lot to say. Now, I did manage to condense everything I want to say down, so we're not going to be here for, another 20 minutes. We're not going to be here for 20. We might be here for 10. So we're still going to be here for a while, but not nearly as long as I thought. So let's get to the score, and we'll start talking about everything that I think needs to be discussed. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 7.4. Yep, 7.4. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 7.4. What does that mean? Well, a 7.4 would translate to a really good skill rating because overall, I think this is a really good song. It would also get 4 to 5 stars and a B as in boy, B plus letter grade. Yeah, a B plus. So there you go, a 7.4, really good skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and a B as in boy, B plus letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? It wasn't easy, but I'm so glad you asked. Okay. The songwriting. It was good. I think the songwriting is really good. I don't have an issue with the songwriting whatsoever. The chordal progression makes sense. It flowed well. It was repeatable. It was relatable, but at the same time, there were some breakups. There were some things that happened within the song that kept the song from becoming monotonous. We had some breaks where everybody would lay out except guitar, and guitar would do a little chordal pattern for a measure or two before coming back in again. That was just one example. There was other things that happened there very similar to that, but it helped break up the song and keep it from becoming boring. Okay, I'll just come out and say it. One of the things I think was really intriguing about the song was I could not tell if we were playing in a straight time feel with a slower tempo or a halftime feel with a faster tempo. I couldn't quite lock in. I'm trusting my gut here, and my gut is telling me it was straight time at a slower tempo. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it also could have been 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It could have been that too. Faster tempo with a halftime feel. I was really feeling a straight time feel with a slower tempo. That's what I felt. That's what my gut is telling me. Now, there's going to be people who are going to say, well, I feel it's a halftime feel at a faster tempo. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. I'm not even going to try to argue that. It could be. I don't know. The only way I would know would be to take a look at the score, take a look at the sheet music and go, oh, there it is. Or talk to the band and ask them, which one is it? And they may not even know. It's very possible. So I'm not sure which way to go with it, but I know how I just personally feel, and that's the straight time feel with a slower tempo. It just makes more sense to have those 2 snare hits per measure. I think everybody on the period on the song sounded good. Okay. I think all the musicianship sounded just fine. Guitars, drums, bass, vocals, everything sounded just fine. I have no problems or issues with anything when it came to the voicings on this, whether the voicings be instrumental or vocals. The addition of quote unquote the warning, was that needed? No, I don't think it was needed. Hearing the lead vocalist in the first verse, I think he could have done all the parts himself and it would have sounded just fine. Adding the warning to the song, did it help? Yeah, it helped. Absolutely, it helped. But I wouldn't say it was needed. It wasn't necessary. I think Dead Poets Society on their own could have done the song by themselves just fine without any outside assistance. But the assistance was nice to have, without question. And it added to the overall value of the song. Having the warning, quote unquote, do the second and third verse and the choruses as well, I think that was a nice touch. I think it was a good idea to lay them out in the first verse and first chorus completely, letting Dead Poets Society, since it is their song, have the solo spot, for that beginning. I think that was smart, bringing them in, for the second half of the song, even before that, the second 2/3 of the song. I think that was a nice delay. I think it was a nice touch, and I think it was a nice balance. You notice I keep putting up the quotes whenever I say the warning. I know the title says featuring the warning, but I know this is going to be a controversial take. I know it is, but I have my reasons for it. Folks, that was not the warning. Okay, it was not the warning. It was Danny and it was Pal from the warning, which is really what the title should be saying. Ale was nowhere to be seen. Ale was nowhere to be heard. She wasn't included in the song. She wasn't included in the vocals. She wasn't included in the video. And I'm sorry, but when your band is incomplete, the band is not being represented in full. And as such, it's not the band. I'm sorry, it's not. It's Danny and it's Pal. It's not the warning. Okay? So I'm a little upset by that title. It's a little misleading. I kept I kept waiting for little Gene to pop up on the screen and pop up in the vocals, and nowhere to be found, nowhere to be heard. No idea why that is. No clue. It opens up the door, and here's why I'm a little upset about it. First of all, the misrepresentation is not appreciated. That's first thing. Second thing, by not having the band there in full, it opens up the door to a lot of speculation. Now, I'm not going to get into the speculation. I'm not gonna feed any kind of rumor mill. I absolutely refuse to do that. So I'm not going to talk about it, other than it does just pointing out the fact that it does open the door for the rumor mill to start, and that is a bad look. So hopefully everything's okay. But it really just kind of ticks me off that it says the warning, but yet the warning is not there. I think that's false advertising and false labeling. So that's just how I feel. But in any case, what we got sounded good. I have absolutely no problem with what we heard. I'm not going to sit here and be, pretend like I'm blown away by anything or, amazed or impressed by anything I heard, because honestly, I wasn't. But it was still a really good job on what I feel was a really good song. So, and like I said, having Danny and Powell there, it definitely enhanced the song. It added a little extra value to the song, but I don't think they were required. I don't think they were necessary. I think Dead Poets Society could have done the song on their own and it would have been just fine. Having Danny and Powell there definitely raised the stock value though. So 7.4, I feel good about that score, and that's where we're going to stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have a 7.4, which is a really good skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and a B as in boy, B+ letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hopefully you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.